Hello everyone, I'm back. It's 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon. So, it's held over my head now. I have to wait and they postponed the court date. I didn't see the judge at all. But the what's it that public defender, he postponed the court date because he said, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think I remember he said something about that when I requested in writing for the the body cam footage. He said that the written request wasn't formal enough. So I thought he had it. That's what that Leslie lady told me. So, it's awkward for somebody trying to make it like if a targeted individual, is in trouble for accusation of breaking the law. And then, if you got to deal with prosecutors, lawyers, police officers, and all that, that's gang stalkers. But gang stalking is breaking the law. And so, the public defender guy, he looks like he's about my age, and it looked like he got like maybe one or two strands of gray hair. And so he's not really old at all. But so well, he saw me. I don't know if he must have seen pictures of me, because when I walked in, he automatically knew who I was and walked up to me and told me to reschedule. He had the date already rescheduled. Now, as I'm talking right now, like, they're making my chest hurt. So, so I got some last minute help this morning. So, I tried to figure out what hotel I could go to this morning. And maybe because of the Jazz Fest, might be the reason why all the hotels are so booked up in this Wednesday. So this morning, I couldn't get into a hotel room. But then I don't know how I thought up the clever idea of trying to get a day pass at the gym and take a shower there. And after I arrived at the gym, they said I was only allowed to have one free night of day pass, because certain gyms, it might be one night free day pass if you're new or just trying it out, or others it might be like 3 nights, others it might be 7 nights, a whole week. So remember, I told y'all I really didn't get any sleep last night, and then as soon as I started to doze off, the perp with the red shirt and black pants, he woke me up out of my sleep just to ask me for the time, ask me what time it was. And it's like he strategically waited till after I was like nodding off. And he kept lingering around me, near me. And the other guy pretty much cursed me from A to Z, and I couldn't even understand a word he was saying. And it looked like he was fiddling with his, genitals or whatever. And like, they will walk up to me and talk to me and try to approach me and ask me like, oh, you got a light, or you got a cigarette, or, oh, now he said, oh, you know what time it is. And he probably was perping me by pretending to ask what time it is because of the court date. And so he kept on asking me, oh, you know what time it is, or oh, you got a light, you got this, or whatever, Oh, can you send a text for me? No, you know. So y'all, a bunch of guys, they're using guys to freaking babysit me. And the gang stalking network, they want me homeless and vulnerable and out in the open, so that I can end up with being forced to deal with a bunch more harassment, and they get paid more. I heard that when a TI is homeless, they get paid more than when you have housing, and the harassment is more. And so, they will either hit you with directed energy weapons, or they will use whatever noise campaign or bully or threaten you out of your home and force you to be homeless. And then, because they don't want you where you can, have some place to live and shield yourself from eyewitnessing their tactics. So they force you to be vulnerable and out in the open with no privacy, no safety, none of that, Excuse me. So thankfully, I took a great shower, and it was after my shower, was when I realized that I got help with enough funds to go to fake Walmart, and I got the shirt that I'm wearing, and some pants and shoes, and I got some. What else did I get? I got me like a pack of. It came in a 3-pack of these hair things, and I got me like some jojoba oil for my hair, and I got me a brush, and I got me some more of my favorite natural soap, and I think that's it. So thanks so much, whoever helped. Y'all know who y'all are. Thanks so much for helping. So, like, when I used the oil, I'm surprised that my hair was easier to brush through, and it didn't take me. It probably took like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm glad that it didn't take me 2 hours to But it helped me feel so much better about myself, even though my hair is damaged. But it helped me feel so much better and more excited that my hair is growing, and I can look like a female again, or look like a woman again, But yeah, like dealing with being homeless, a lot of women like being forced to be homeless. Some of us end up, being forced to have short hair, for various different reasons. But even before then, for medical reasons, me and my twin sister were forced to have short hair. And speaking of that, the past few weeks, the past like 3 or 4 weeks, my seborrheic dermatitis had flamed up, and I haven't had I don't want to use the word outbreak, but seborrheic dermatitis that they call seborrhea. And they say it's similar to psoriasis. So I haven't had like a seborrhea outbreak. In quite a few years. For so long, I don't even remember when I had the last seborrhea outbreak. But recently, within the past, between 2 and 4 weeks, not 4, maybe 2 and 3 weeks, I've been ending up, having like the dry skin and everything, with the seborrheic dermatitis that they call seborrhea. So, today I had some gang stalking, but it wasn't really crazy. But I got some last minute help with with the proper clothes and stuff, to go to court, just to find out that they pushed the date back another month. So, but talking to the public defender or whatever, he seemed much nicer in person. And I questioned and confronted him about being like cold-hearted and insensitive and stuff like that, and seemed like he didn't care. And so, he tried to have his, fake justifications or whatever. But somewhat towards the end of the conversation, he threw up the 666 satanic hand sign with his left hand when talking to me, And I'm like, I knew it. Public defender for a perp, huh? I mean, I'm sorry, a perp as a public defender. So if you a perp, yeah, you should, and it seems like as if he's, heavily pushing for me to just feel like as if I'm, like, guilty, But I'm having mixed feelings, like as if I'm having, halfway feeling, like, hopeful about the next court date, and another half of me is feeling, like, doomed, So, but it was an hour before I, took the Uber to go to court. Like, I scheduled the Uber and had to leave the what do you call that? My phones and all my stuff, inside the locker, and I had to buy a lock. The lock for the locker was like $5 or something, and so my nose had been runny all day. I've been coughing all day. Not so much sneezing, but I've been coughing a lot and having runny nose and lots of mucus. And so, like an hour before I was supposed to go to court, I felt trapped having to, good thing it wasn't the forced diarrhea. But I mean, it was solid. I'm sorry for TMI. But, like, they kept forced urinating me. Like, instead of every 5 minutes, I had to go pee, like, every 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm like, oh, shit, they're doing this to set me up to be late. But I ended up being quite early. And so, I got sent back home. Well, I don't have a home, but, I got sent back home. And, I mean, the public defender guy, he was, like, just a tad bit of a little bit rude, but not that much in person. Not like he was a total, what people would say, douchebag over the phone. So he said something about that. He tried to call me and my phone was disconnected. I'm like, no, my phone is active, and I try to give him my number, and excuse me, he's like, oh, I already got it, but maybe he was typing in the numbers wrong. So, well, he basically was making it like as if he would have had a way to get a hold of me, then, I guess I could have saved the trip. Excuse me, I guess I could have saved the trip. So, I mean, but I thought that a lawyer or a public defender or court-appointed lawyer or something, I thought their job was to fight and go to bat for you and try to convince the judge and prosecutors why you're considered innocent. But he's, clearly siding with them and making like I did something wrong. But, he told me that after he would look at the video the body cam footage, in which I thought that he had it already. He said that with the body cam footage that he said that if he sees what the cops did to me or whatever, he said I might have a chance that I would could sue them, and but I would have to get a different lawyer and a civil lawyer, but I explained to him the same stuff I was trying to explain to him on the phone, so yeah, so and if he is a perp, that explains him acting like a jerk. I felt like I didn't want anything to do with him ever again in life after that first bad impression. But I don't know if they made sure that they put a perp for a public defender. But yeah, he said, but I'm like, how could you not? How could? Yeah, my phone is not disconnected at all. So he said he tried to reach me, and I'm like, no way, not at all, not my phone. And so, like, the police officer that acted like a security guard when you go into the court and check your get your stuff scanned. She was attitude-wise nice, but her demeanor and everything seemed like pretty rough and intimidating. And she kept on like pointing using devil horns at least 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, y'all want to throw me in jail and call me guilty? Throw yourselves in jail. Because if you're throwing up those satanic hand signs, y'all pledge allegiance to evil, and y'all part of the gang stalking crimes. And you're not gonna prosecute those 5 boys who have like a fake untraceable license plate. Or they probably, after I exposed their license plate, they probably got a different one. I heard that the perps do that too. And they had like one tail light or something like that. And the officers, they didn't take them to jail. But those boys were like, and your ass is gonna go to jail. Yeah, I ended up wrongfully going to jail 3 days later. Because if the gang stalking network wouldn't force me to be homeless, and having nowhere to go, and then make up more fake narratives to make me look crazier, So there's some other stuff I want to talk about, but I am extremely tired, and I feel the need to take another shower, at least from the waist down. And the laundromat nearby, that Asian lady, she's a perp that like whenever I wash clothes there, she would harass me. So I guess I'll just hand wash my even the doggone sweatpants, hand wash the clothes that I have. The same one outfit that I've been wearing. It's not an outfit, but the same clothes I've been wearing. But I need to desperately need to wash those clothes. The pants, when they force urinated me multiple times. But I was able to I damn near missed, but I was able to successfully make it to the toilet, each time. And it's like, damn, within an hour before the scheduled time to go to court, it's like I've been like forced to have to go pee every 2 or 3 minutes. And thank y'all so much for the help. But if I would have known that, I would not have even like, for me to buy the my favorite soap, and for me to buy the shirt, pants, shoes, the jojoba oil, hair stuff, and the brush, and these bands, and I think I'm missing something. But all that stuff came up to like $90 at fake Walmart, But it was things that I needed, And so I was not gonna go to Subway, but I tried the what they call the Auntie Anne's the foot-long pretzel. I tried that for the first time, and wow, some of it was kind of hard, like as if it was microwaved or something. But it was too long to put in the microwave, but it was kind of hard, and I was trying to tell the lady put salt on it so I can have it with the honey mustard sauce, and she put instead of that, she had put the doggone cinnamon and sugar on the bread, and me dipping that in the honey mustard sauce, it seemed like weird and awkward, But that was my so-called breakfast, and I had, a little thing of orange juice and some water and stuff. And that was, and like this afternoon I had some cookies, like 2 cookies. And excuse me, the hotel, they have like cookies out at the front, that was my first time seeing that, I think, So they don't have breakfast, but they had cookies today. So I had like they had a variety, like looked like catering kind of, catering kind of package or whatever. It was big, like a big huge tray, multi assorted flavors of cookies. But I had like 2 white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. But other than that, that's all I ate so far. And I was told I couldn't check into the room until 3. And I was like dozing off, like fighting to stay awake, and had to pee really bad. And then my socks, those compression socks were hurting my feet, and my shoes, they were hurting my feet so bad, and my feet being swollen, my feet and legs being swollen, from being on the streets and stuff like that, but yeah, my nose is runny, and been coughing, and so I don't even know if I should proceed with normal life, and just I'm too tired to even go to a job interview, like, because I had no sleep and dealing with the sleep deprivation. But I'm too tired. Like, this job that I have an interview, and then I need to fill out the application, but I'm too sleep deprived and tired to even think. But like with the court thing, like, it's held over my head for a month, and then next month, with the date, I would have just get my end up just getting my Social Security check. So by then, I could end up paying for my own hotel, to have a safe place to put my stuff and all that. But it's hard nowadays. It's like back then, I don't know how the hell we used to do it, but nowadays it's pretty much seemingly impossible to go about your day without your phone. It seems like the way life is programmed now, that a phone is a necessity. So I took a regular cab back. And the cab driver, he was fake nice, but he had his elbow or arm against the window, you know. Um, but um, but he had you know. But yeah, I mean, it was a much more pleasant experience than the last cab driver I had to deal with the last time I went to court. That guy was a total jackass. And then once we finally made it to the bank, he started to be fake nice, you know, and then he gave me a discount. But this time it seemed like the cab ride was cheaper than the Uber. The Uber was like $11 and the cab ride was $7. I'm like, what? I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was the other way around. You know, so yeah, I feel dirty. I'm gonna try to go and get me another partial shower or maybe full shower, you know. And you know, I feel much better having like nice new clean clothes. I mean, another outfit or whatever, you know. And I guess I could probably feel a little more confident with more writing and more short stories and stuff, you know. But no matter what way I try to earn a living, the gang stalkers stop it. They hinder and prevent me. And that ought to be a felony crime. For y'all to not have the authority to force me to not survive, you know. So I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.